What is up, Mavettes, and Mavly? This is Mav Pong. We got Nico and Nick with me today to play in our second round. And this show is happily sponsored by Jimmy John's and Horizon Magazine, with amazing prizes brought to you by Powderhorn Mountain Resort and the Colorado Mesa University Bookstore. I'll go ahead and start off with the rules. If you make 2 cups on this table, you have to answer a trivia question. If you get those questions right, those 2 cups will come out of play. If you get those questions wrong, that gives your opponent an opportunity to answer another trivia question. If your opponent gets that trivia question right, those 2 cups will go back into play. If your opponent also gets that question wrong, 1 cup will go in play and 1 cup will come out of play. So to decide who will go first, I have a coin. Nick, would you like heads or tails?
Tails.
Nick is going to go with tails. All right, and tails it is. So Nick will go first today. Let's get that clock on the board, get it rolling, and let's start this round of Mav Pong. Like I said before, one of our great sponsors is Jimmy John's. All the contestants and all the wonderful crew that work with us are able to be fed with delicious sandwiches with chips, pickles, and delicious cookies. Nick has already made 2 cups on his first round of shooting, so he'll go ahead and have a trivia question up on the board. All right, who was the host of the American Travel and Food Show, No Reservations?
I don't know. Gordon Ramsay? I'm just gonna take it.
He guessed Gordon Ramsay. Let's see if that's correct. And it is Anthony Bourdain. So let's go ahead and shoot a trivia question to Nico and see if he can get those 2 cups back onto the board. In 1952, Albert Einstein was offered the presidency of which country?
Oh, wow.
I didn't even know.
I didn't even know that either.
You got 10 seconds remaining.
England?
He guessed England. Let's see if that's correct. And it is Israel. So we'll put one of those cups back into play. And Nico, you can go ahead and start shooting. Obviously, the quality academics that CMU teaches here is showcased in our show of Mav Pong with prime accuracy. 1 cup goes out of play for Nico, of course. He is now 1 away from a trivia question, and Nick is now also 1 away from a trivia question, hitting the same cup that he had put back into play. Whoop. We're going to be chasing the ball around the studio. Both contestants are 1 cup away from a trivia question, and as you can see, the trivia questions make or break this game. Really deciphers the winners from the losers. They try hard, but we'll see. All right, Nick has made another cup, so we're going to put a trivia question on the board for him. In the sitcom Family Matters and film Die Hard, actor Reginald VelJohnson's character had what occupation?
I don't know. Banker? I don't know.
Nick guessed banker. Let's see if that's correct. And it is a police officer. So now we'll go ahead and shoot a trivia question over to Nico. Which French post-impressionist artist painted a Sunday afternoon on the island of Le Grande Jatte?
What?
You're going to have to take a random shot.
Da Vinci?
He guessed Da Vinci. Let's see if Da Vinci took a
no
nice
idea.
nap on the beach. And it is George Seurat. So we'll put 1 of these cups back into play. Nick is now back to 2 cups away from a trivia question. And now Nico has a trivia question. Let's go ahead and throw that on the board. If he gets this one, he'll tie it up. What U.S. nonprofit organization sells about 200 million boxes of cookies per year?
Girl Scouts?
He guessed the Girl Scouts. Let's see if that's correct. And he was correct. Personally, my favorite cookie is the Samoa, but
Those are good.
those are the best. So now we're tied here. Both contestants 2 away from a trivia question. Now 1, now none.
Jeez.
Nick's trying to in this early and fast. Let's see if he can get the trivia question. The scientific unit named after Sir Isaac Newton measures what? Tough one. 10 seconds left.
I don't know this. I'm trying to think.
You're gonna have to guess, man.
Centimeters? I don't know.
You guess centimeters.
Sure, we'll put something out there.
See if that's correct. And it is
Force,
force, which is measured in newtons.
I don't know.
And we're going to send a question over to Nico now. Resistance to civil government, civil disobedience, is an 1849 essay written by which American author? You have 15 seconds to answer.
What?
Got 5 seconds remaining.
Hemingway?
He guessed Hemingway.
Oh
Let's
my
see if that's
God.
correct.
I won't laugh.
And it is Henry David Thoreau, not Hemingway. So we're going to
Close.
put one of these cups back into play, putting Nick 2 away from a trivia question, and Nico is now 1 away from a trivia question. Both are now tied at 3, hoping for the best. Oh, and that brings that out. All right, now both contestants are 1 away from a trivia question. Whoa, stuff's going everywhere. And he did not make any of those, so Nick is currently 1 ahead. Make that 2 for now. And now Nick has a trivia question. Let's go ahead and throw it on the board. What is the only country that displays the Bible on its national flag?
Damn.
Got 10 seconds.
I have no idea.
He's going to go with a pass on this one, so
Yeah.
let's go ahead and put that answer on the board. And it is the Dominican Republic. So since he got that question incorrect, we're going to send a question over to Nico. Prince Rainier III of Monaco married which American actress in April of
come on.
1956? Only a short time ago.
It's a good year.
Got 8 seconds remaining.
Monroe?
He guessed Monroe.
I have
Marilyn
no
Monroe,
idea.
possibly. Let's see. It was Grace Kelly.
I've never heard
So
of her.
one of these cups are going back into play. And Nick is 2 away from a trivia question, and Nico is just 1. Make that none with that shot. Let's go ahead and throw that trivia question on the board. Let's see if they can get this one correct. CBGB is the former infamous New York Music Club. Stands for what?
No idea.
I think we're
Why
going to
are
go
these
with
so hard?
a pass on this one. Let's see what it stands for. Country, bluegrass, and blues. So now we're going to
man.
send a question over to Nick, see if he can get one of these right. The city of Baghdad lies along the banks of which river?
The Euphrates?
Yeah.
He guessed the Euphrates River. Let's see if that's correct. And it is the
Oh.
Tigris River, so that's
Yeah.
incorrect.
No, I knew it was one of them.
Oh, so this cup is going to go back in. There's the ball for you. And now Nick is still up by just 1. Now he's 1 cup away from a trivia. Oh, he has a trivia question now. Let's go ahead and put it on the board. What is the name of the character played by Johnny Depp in the Pirates of the
Seriously?
Caribbean film series?
Captain Jack Sparrow.
He guessed Captain Jack Sparrow. See if that's correct. And he is correct, so that gives him a 3-cup lead tonight on Mav Pong. Let's see if Nico can catch up here in the next 5 minutes. Nico is 2 cups away from a trivia question. Make that 1 away. He's not. Oh, Nick is just on a roll. He has the back row remaining. Both contestants are 1 away from a trivia question now. Both of those missing this game is neck and neck. See if Nico can come in clutch and throw out some of these last cups. All right, now Nico has a trivia question. Let's go ahead and throw that on the board. Oliver Twist was the second novel published by which English author? Got 10 seconds remaining.
Was this one Hemingway?
Just keep saying it.
See if it was Alexander Hemingway. It is Charles Dickens, the long-lost cousin of Hemingway. Let's see if Nick can get a trivia question to get those cups back into play, securing his lead. What element did Joseph Priestley discover in 1774? I mean,
Take a wild guess.
there's a bunch of elements. You could guess one.
Dirt.
Shit. I don't know. Mercury.
He guessed mercury. Let's see if that's correct.
It's probably not, but.
And it is oxygen, the thing we breathe.
Wow.
Damn, that's good.
We can go ahead and put one of these back into play. Now, Nico is 2 away from a trivia question, and wow.
Jesus.
Now we have a trivia question for Nick. Let's go ahead and put it on the board. Of the original 6 space shuttles, which one never flew a mission in space?
This is the one that blew up. I'm trying to think. Is it like the 5th one?
He guessed Apollo 5.
Yeah.
Let's see if that's correct. Oh, the Enterprise. All right, so we're going
I thought we were
to shoot a
I
question
thought they were
over to
making it a little
Nico.
simpler that time.
What was the name of Alexander the Great's horse?
Oh, damn. We got horse.
What type of question is this?
We got 10 seconds
Oh my
remaining.
God. Was it Gregory?
He guessed Gregory. Let's see if that's correct.
Nothing.
I don't even know how to pronounce that.
Bucephalus, the horse, was the correct answer. So we're
Oh
going to
my
go
God.
ahead and put one of those back in. Nick is 1 away from a trivia question, and Nico is now none away from a trivia question. Let's go ahead and put that one up to the board. What inorganic molecule is produced by lightning? Whoa, that's kind of interesting. Got 4 seconds.
I have no idea.
I think it's phosphorus. Let's see. Oh, it's ozone. I wasn't even right.
Wow.
See if Nico can get one of these right and get those cups back onto the board.
I'm Nico.
Or Nick. Let's see if Nick can get this right. In which 1997 action thriller film stars Nicolas Cage, John Cusack, and John Malkovich?
I have a feeling I'm like getting all the
Gone
hard
in
ones.
60 seconds?
He guessed Gone in 60
Either that or
seconds. Let's
Face
see if
Off.
this is correct. And
Oh,
it is kind of so both, that's
Yep.
yours. One of these will go back in, and both contestants are 1 away from a trivia question now. We got 1 minute remaining. That's definitely ample time for Nico to come back. All right, and Nico now has a trivia question. Let's see if he can secure these cups. According to Norse mythology, who is the god of thunder?
Thor.
He guessed Thor. Let's see if that's correct. And it is, in fact, Thor, so those 2 cups will stay out of play, lessening to lead to just 2 cups. Nick is just, Nick now has a trivia question. Go ahead and put it on the board. Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, and Arizona meet at what?
Four corners.
U.S. landmark. He guessed the 4 corners. Let's see if that's correct. And bam, 4 Corners National Monument it is. Nico already shooting away. 2 cups down. Let's put that trivia question onto the board.
Gotta catch
Go,
up.
go, go. Oh boy. This will be our last question. All right. Who plays the role of Frank Reynolds in the comedy series It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Crap.
Yeah, I know who the character. I just don't know the.
I know who plays.
Same.
10 seconds.
Pass.
He's going to pass, but I think it's Danny DeVito. Let's see if that's right.
You're right.
Yeah.
And it is Danny DeVito, and with that incorrect answer, that will be the end of our game. Nick is our champion for this game and will stay in the winner's bracket. Nico will drop down to the loser's bracket. Once again, this show is sponsored by Jimmy John's and Horizon Magazine, and our prizes are brought to you by Colorado Mesa University Bookstore and Powderhorn Mountain Resort. Once again, I'm your host, Crit Hamilton, and thank you for joining us on Mav Pong.